Welcome to a brand new edition of Big Top 20 Countdown. This week, we're counting down the top 20 R&B songs. Plus, we're talking to our guest, Hobo. But you guys, let's get into this countdown. The number 20 song comes from Big Money Blitz. This song is called Pressure, Shawty. And let's get into it. Number 20 on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number 19 song, Sexy Red, You My Everything, featuring Drake. We're talking to our guest, Hobo. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me here.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Tell my listeners about yourself, man.
I'm a native of Long Beach, California.
Okay.
Original artist from out this way. That's pretty much. I'm Hobo. Honorable Outspoken Black Overlord is what the nickname stand for. But
I was
yeah,
about to
I'm a
ask you.
local artist. Yeah, I'm a local artist from Long Beach. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's cool. How long you been doing music?
I've been doing music for since '89.
Wow.
Yeah, I've
That
been
is
doing music since '89.
wow.
Yeah.
Um, what got you into music?
What got me into music was a friend of mine by the name of Antonio Hunter.
Okay.
He basically see me outside rap freestyling in front of my apartments, and he took me over to a couple of friends he knew that had a little small rap group called Crusher Productions.
Okay.
Then he took me over there and introduced me to them, and they sat down and basically that day that he took me over there changed my whole life because I was on the path to really being a gangbanger. But
Wow.
when he took me to the street where his friends was that rap, and they pulled
Mhm.
me in and showed me the step by step process of being a rapper, it just basically saved me from the street life that I was leading down.
Wow. Wow, that is so cool that did he help save you like that.
Yeah,
Wow. Wow. How many how many projects do you have out?
I got City by the Sea, which is my debut album that I put out with the
Okay.
world famous VIP Records. Then I got a follow up album called Game by the Bundles. Then after that, I got Hobo, the Great Hip Hop Depression. Then after that, I
Okay.
got Defunkologist. And after that, I got my EP that's out right now called Cali Vibes, which is a
Oh, okay.
whole different vibe from myself. I basically reinvented myself instead of
Okay.
staying the same. I kept the same concept of who I am, but I
Mhm.
reinvented my whole sound and everything.
Wow, that is so cool. You know, we're gonna talk more to you, but we gotta get back in this countdown. The number 18 song comes from The Weeknd and Playboy Cardi. This song is called Timeless. Let's get into it. Timeless by The Weeknd and Playboy Cardi on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, we did number 17 song. That's Rob 49 with On That Money featuring Cardi B. We're talking to our guest, Hobo. Wow, man. How would you describe your musical style?
I'm a storyteller who tells stories about my life to help others avoid a gang of pitfalls that they don't have to go through by me voicing what I've been through. You see what I'm saying? And putting that energy, that emotions behind it to make people feel like, oh, I feel where he's coming from. Oh, I know what he mean by that. So I basically do it to get what's off my chest that many other people in the world want to get off their chest for them. Get what I'm saying?
Awesome. Do you have a favorite song of yours, or just all of them are just like your babies?
All of them like my babies, but the one that everybody digging right now is this one called Watch Out.
Okay, we're gonna play that a little bit
Yeah.
later. Play that a little bit later. Wow. I'm gonna get the story behind that. I gotta get the story behind that, but a little bit later, not now. But you say you got a number of projects out. Wow. Describe your first time in the studio. How was it?
My first time in the studio, I could say it was wow. It was crazy because you never think of being in the studio when you're so used to just saying your songs in the street and not recording nothing until you
Yeah.
hear somebody, one of your friends, record an album and put it on a CD and say, "Look what I did." and they got their
Mm.
face on VIP records. I said, hold up, you getting a lot of holes behind that. Oh, you got a
Yeah.
lot of holes behind that. So how can I do the same thing? And that's what inspired me. It was just basically trying to duplicate somebody else that basically saved me from gangbanging because I was on the path to destruction. But
Wow.
rapping really saved me because I was able to get off the aggression and
Uh,
mischievousness that was built up inside of me through music
wow.
in a creative form instead of a destructive one.
That is great. That is awesome, man. That is awesome, man. You know what? We're gonna talk more to you. As a matter of fact, we're gonna get into your song next. But let's get back in this countdown. The number six song comes from Friday 16. Friday, Baddest in the Room. Let's get into it. Friday with Baddest in the Room, number 16 on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah, you guys, that was Sweetie with Is It the Way? That was the number 15 song. Now it's time to get to the first extra song of the week. Hobo with Watch Out. Please tell me the story behind this.
Watch Out is a song basically inspired just by Kendrick Lamar, like Kendrick Lamar song, like, They're Not Like Us. It's like a chant like that. And I decided to create this. Matter of fact, while he was creating this, I had while he was promoting Just Not Like Us, I had dropped this album Watch Out on it back in July 11th, 2024, which is this year.
Oh,
I just dropped this album this year. So
wow.
the cold twist to that, after I dropped the album on July 11th, 2024, I had a stroke on April 16th, 2024.
Wow.
Do it look like I had a stroke?
It doesn't look like it.
You see how when you go within your temple of God, which is your body, and utilize your emotions and thoughts right, how you can get back healed fast?
Yes.
You see how powerful God within you is?
That's
You
the
see?
truth. We learned about
So
that.
so Watch Out basically was inspired by the stuff that I deal with all day long that you get fed up with, but you stay cool with. You know what I'm saying? And and you push through life knowing that you got the right to do what you want to do, but you ain't got the right to start nothing with nobody or put your hands on nobody. So
Right.
you can say what you want to say about me. You know what I'm saying? You can say what you want to say about me. It's like the old saying goes, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words should never hurt me.
Yeah.
I strive my hardest not to let words hurt me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
It's hard, but yeah.
but when they put their hands on me for telling the truth, I tell them, you,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The song is
Yeah.
basically like I'm fed up with people trying to put their hands on me, but I'm coming in a positive, productive perspective with thoughts from my mind to basically illustrate this is what I'm fed up with. So watch out.
Yeah. Let's get into it. The first extra song of the week, Hobo with Watch Out on Big Stop 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah, stole that from Soldier. Yeah, you guys, that was the awesome Hobo the song Watch Out. I actually like that song. I actually got to hear that I'm digging it. I'm be bobbing my head to it. You got a video for that?
I'm working on that right now as we speak. I'm been putting the
Oh,
concept together. I want them to be so outrageous, not outrageous, but so simplistic to the point where people will gravitate to it, like the flies used to do in the old grocery stores to the little
yeah,
light. But remember how the fly used to fly into the
yeah,
counter and they go
yeah,
right to that little light and get zapped. That's how I'm trying to do. I want to make sure it's so simple and simplistic that people will gravitate towards it and say, let's push this to the limit. Let's make this our anthem. Let's make this our anthem. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah.
that's what I'm working on right now. So yes, the video is being worked on.
Oh, that's awesome. How has your life changed since you had that stroke? How has your life changed? It got simpler, or what are the steps that you're doing to make your life a little bit better?
After I had my stroke, all all the like most of the negative things that I was trying to shake just fell off like dry leaves from my tree. Like cigarettes, which caused me to have my stroke. Me smoking the cigarettes. Ever since April 16th, 2024, I haven't smoked a cigarette. Don't even
That's
crave for a cigarette.
that's
So
awesome.
and now I like to take my time instead of rushing, even like I used to, because I felt that I needed to up and do something. Now I'm more chill, more relaxed, more take my time and basically try to figure out what's going on instead of just jumping in, hit all in. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So it has benefited me in a positive way, but it hurt me in a negative way just a little bit that I'm
hmm.
bouncing back from. That's all.
Yeah, yeah. How was you said it hurt you? How does it hurt you?
It hurt my speech. It gave me a speech impediment that I'm working on. My
Oh,
mouth was like this.
wow.
Look at my mouth now.
Yeah, it looks great. It's
This is
great. It's
because of
great.
me talking, just talking, doing my lives and stuff, and just stare and just keeping my mouth moving, practicing my songs because I don't got no speech therapy. My insurance don't cover speech therapy. It's like they don't want to help me with therapy. So I gotta help myself by doing this, breathing and taking my time to conversate, so my thoughts can match my words. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That's all. That's what I
yeah,
do. So I gotta help myself, and then I exercise. I work out too, because this whole side of my body was weak.
wow.
They wasn't giving me everything I needed. So I had to get out there and I had to exercise. I had to work out to basically gain my strength back too. They helped me a little bit, but it ain't enough to make me feel full and whole like I feel when I work out and
Yeah,
I juice and you know what I'm saying, and I eat salads and I run and I do all the things like meditation to keep myself calm and relaxed to be able to bounce back like I'm bouncing back.
yeah. That's freaking awesome, man. That's awesome, man. That you're able to bounce back like that. Wow, that's incredible. And like you said, it's the power of God.
Yes, indeed.
And the
Amen.
power of yourself too, man. The power of your
Yes,
will.
indeed.
You get a strong self-will, bro.
Exactly. Exactly. The will of God, you should say.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what it was, bro. And that's what I'm coming back from.
Wow, that is freaking awesome. We're going to talk more to you. But let's get back in this countdown. The number 14 song comes from Real Boston Richie. This song is called Help Me. Let's get into it. Real Boston Richie with Help Me on Big Old Top 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, we did three in a row for you. We did the Real Boston Richie with Help Me at number 14. Number 13 was Ayaya with For the Streets. And number 12 was Future, Too Fast. Now it's time to get into the comedy corner. The Comedy Corner is by one of my absolute favorite people. He came on the show a while back. His name is Mike Mazzolani. That's a good friend of a show, and man, he has an awesome book and awesome. But let's get into it. Awesome comedy. Let's get into it. Mike Mazzolani, the Comedy Corner on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown. Yeah, y'all, that was the awesome Mike Mazzolani with the Comedy Corner, and we're talking to our guest Hobo. Wow. HOBO. Wow. I
All
like the
right, man.
acronym. I like the acronym of the names. Say the acronym again. I like that.
Honorable, outspoken, black overlord.
I like that. I
And,
like
and
that.
the overlord is nothing but the overlord, the king of my body. I make it do what I make the matter do what I want it to do. It's not matter over mine, it's mind over matter that I use.
That's right. Did you come up with the name yourself or somebody gave
Yes,
that to you?
indeed. Yes, indeed. I came up with that name myself.
What was the inspiration?
The inspiration was somebody playing around, and then all of a sudden, I took it, the little bit of what it was, but I broke it down and made the acronym behind it because I got tired of people saying you transient, you nomadic person, you homeless man, homosexual, and all this type of stuff. You know, what homosexual is a person that goes with a woman for a place to stay during the winter time.
Not just women. Sometimes it's a person goes with a man. He just for a
Yeah,
place to say these days.
yeah, yeah, but you understand what I'm saying? Somebody that live with somebody for shelter.
Yeah,
Hey,
I've
that's
seen
fucked. That was fucked up when I heard that though, because one of my friends was like, "Yeah, homosexual." I was like, "What the fuck? What did you call me?" Then when I read what it meant, I was like, "Somebody that live with a woman when it during the winter time." I was like, "Oh, he shoots." So it was way before then, though. I had sat down because I knew I was gonna go through the problems behind that name and the people making fun of it and all that. But then when I had to come sharp with it, I was like, nah. It means honorable, outspoken, black overlord. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm honorable. I'm an honorable person.
Yeah,
I honor my mother and father by doing good with myself. You know what I'm saying? So
yes,
I'm an honorable person. I'm outspoken. I'm gonna tell you what it is and keep on pushing. If you can't take the truth and you want to live by lies, I'm not gonna sit there and argue with you. I'm
that's
outspoken.
right.
I'm gonna give it to you and keep going.
That's
Outspoken,
right.
black. I'm black, which is melanated, like you. And I'm an overlord, which is a king of myself, nobody
Yes,
else.
yes, 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 yes. That's right. That's right. Um, you do a lot of shows, don't you?
Huh?
Do you have any shows coming up? I
I,
need
I,
to.
right now I'm basically readjusting all my situations to be able to do shows and the gang and other stuff. I'm just testing the waters, putting myself back in with this new sound right now. If you understand what I'm saying.
I know exactly what you're saying. I know
I'm just
exactly what
testing
you're
the
saying.
waters and I'm looking at the ripples from watch out. So it's telling me like, hold up, you better get ready to do some shows. You better get ready to do this video. You better get ready to do what you got to do to take watch out to the next level. So what? Be on the lookout, or should I say, the watch out for watch out.
I like that. I like that. Be on the watch out. I like that. I like that. You know, we're gonna talk more to you, Homo, but we're gonna get back in this countdown. The number 11 song comes from Jeremiah. This song is called "Wait on It," featuring Bryson Tyler and Chris Brown. Let's get into it. Jeremiah, "Wait on It," featuring Bryson Tyler and Chris Brown on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did number 10. Number 10 was Lotto with Big Mama. Now it's time to get into the second extra song of the week, which also comes from you. This song is Celebration.
Oh yeah, celebrations. I love
Let
that
me
song right
know
there.
about this song, man.
That's basically a song about a perspective of a hood dude going to a friend's funeral and the
Mm,
politics he has to go through to go to that funeral to basically see his friend off at his celebration that people see as something as a loss. And when you see something as a loss, you get to tripping. But me, I
mm,
see it as a celebration because you're not supposed to cry when somebody died. You're supposed to
mm.
rejoice that they don't have to suffer no more. You're supposed to
That's
cry
true.
when a baby comes into the world. So the reason
That's
why I
true.
made this song "Celebration of Life" to let people know, don't come here tripping, celebrate. And then when you listen to the song, how I'm talking about how dudes walking up to me looking like I'm crazy and all this type of stuff, thinking I'm trying to holler at these girls, but these girls just being friendly with me, so on and so forth. I'm breaking it down about the hood politics at a hood funeral. You know what I'm saying? But me staying cool through all the drama and celebrating, just celebrating, not even tripping off what's going on until
That's
somebody put
awesome.
their motherfucking hands on me.
All right, now I'm not
You
mad
know what I'm
at you.
saying?
You
So,
gotta lay them out. Let them know
yeah,
that
no,
God is
no, not
real.
lay them out. I got the right to defend myself. I don't got the
True.
right to start shit, but I have the right to defend myself. Nobody
That's
should put
right.
their hands on you. They got the right to say what they want to say, and you got to remember, it ain't what they do or say, it's how you react.
That's right. That's right. You ain't lying about that.
You
I
let
tell
them get
you.
up under your skin and play with your emotions. That's you, right?
Yep, that's true. You ain't
So
lying about that. You ain't lying
until
about that.
they don't have the right to do this. They don't have the right to
Yep.
do this. No,
You're right. They don't have the right to do that, and you have the right to defend
you
yourself.
got
You're
you got
right.
the freedom of speech, but not the freedom to
Yep.
touch me.
Yeah, yeah, you're right about that. You ain't lying about that. But
Yeah.
let's get into your song, Celebration, the second extra song of the week on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah. Yeah, you guys, that was Celebration. I like that. I heard it before. I love it, man. You're a
Thank you,
good
thank
artist,
you,
man.
thank
You
you.
know what? I forgot how we met. We've been so, man, we was like, man, come on now. I think it was Facebook.
I
I think
think
we met
so.
on
It was a long time ago. I think. I believe
yeah,
so.
it's
I
been so
believe
long.
so.
It's been so
What'd you
long,
say,
can't
bro?
even remember. I said it's been so long, can't even remember.
Exactly. But I remember because we talked like 3 or 4 years ago, I believe. Like 3 or 4 years ago, we talked on Facebook, and then you ended up following me on Instagram, and then you got back and reconnected with me for the
Yeah.
interview. I was like, for sure, I got you. Don't worry about it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you being a man of your word too, man.
No
Shit.
problem. I don't want nobody going back saying, "Oh, I asked that nigga to do an interview for me and he flaked on me. Don't mess with him." No.
That's the worst. That is the worst. I'm trying to tell these people that's the worst. You're building your reputation. I tell these people all the time.
Exactly.
If it's a major interview or a minor interview, show up.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You never know where it's going to lead.
Exactly. You don't know whose is watching who.
You're right about that.
You
You ain't
don't.
lying about that.
So
But I
yeah,
think
somebody.
when you get older, you realize that. When you're young,
Yeah,
you really don't give a care.
yeah. Because when you're young, you foolish. You're moving fast, so you do
Yeah.
foolish things. When you get old, you get wiser. That means you're moving slow. You breathing slow. You
Yeah.
really breathing. You really breathing. You're not like it's 24/7 like the little kids. You know how they be all turned up. That's why they call it turned up. Your energy level is turned up, super turned up. You need to turn it down so you can
You're
focus. When you breathe
right.
slow, you focus. And that's why when you get
Yeah.
older, you get wiser. Or should I say,
You're
only
right.
thing you get old is shoes, clothes, and dummies will remain the same. We get wiser once we learn to breathe.
You better believe it. That's the truth. You ain't lying about that. You
Yeah,
ain't lying
man.
about you ain't lying about that. What's next for you?
Oh man, I want to do a couple more albums, possible like a few books, and I want to do a beautiful podcast based on my personality. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
first, I want to build up that awareness of where I need to go to be able to direct my pull of traffic. You get what I'm saying?
I get you. I
So
definitely do.
and build together that team. But the team starts with me. Excuse me, I just ate, so I'm kind of like
It's all
kind
right.
of
It's all right.
yelled,
It's all right.
but
It's all right. You know
yeah.
what? We're gonna let you take a break from talking for a minute, and let's get back in this countdown. The number nine song comes from Tommy Richmond. The song is called "$1 Million Baby." Let's get into $1 Million Baby number nine on Big Old Stop 20 Countdown, y'all. Yeah, you guys, we did three in a row for you. We did Tommy Richmond with $1 Million Baby. Number eight was Glory Gorilla and Megan Thee Stallion with Wannabe. And number seven was Chris Brown, one of my favorite artists on this countdown. And this song was called Residuals. That was that song. Now it's time to get into it. Now you got me doing it. I'm kind of choking on a little bit of food.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
you're a bad
It's a
influence,
limit to
man.
it.
You're a bad influence, bro.
No, no, it must be it's like yardage. Let me stop playing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's contagious. It's contagious. Um, but let's you know what? It's not for the independent song of the week. It's your song called Cali.
Oh yeah, Cali banger. That's what it's
Cali
all
Banger.
about.
Let me tell me about this song, man.
That song right there is basically breaking down the West Coast from my age perspective, like the '80s, the '70s, and the '90s. It's giving us a trip down memory lane, but at the same time letting you know what West Coast California, what the West Coast vibe is, what California life is all about, and in a hood perspective of a man that basically came out of darkness into light, breaking down to be able to breaking it down to give an illustration to people across the world of what my perspective of California is.
Let's get into it. Hobo with Cali Banger, the independent song of the week on Big Woo! Stop 20 Countdown, baby. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. That was Cali Banger. I like that, man. That was
Thank you very much. I
it.
appreciate that. I appreciate that, man, in
Yes,
a real way.
yeah. That is so cool. You're a veteran of the music business. What is one thing that you haven't done that you would really love to do?
One thing that I haven't done that I really love to do. Uh, Go to Egypt.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
Go to Egypt. Just to go see the pyramids and look at the practical schools of knowledge, all the knowledge on the walls. Just to touch it, to be able to say, I've experienced this. I've experienced it.
Wow. That is so cool. That is so cool. You making plans right now to do that or
No, not right now at the moment. You just made me think of something that I would really like to do, and that's something that I would really like to do. That'll be my
Yeah.
first trip on a plane. You know
Oh
what I'm
wow.
saying?
For real? You never been on a plane before?
Nah, I barely just got on a ship about like A- April, about May. I believe my wife, she took me on a ship in May. She wanted to get me out of the house because I was down because of the stroke, and she took me on a cruise. And that was the first time I ever been on water. But that was the most beautiful thing I ever seen. Just sitting on my balcony looking at the water at pitch dark and you can't see nothing and you just hear those waves and you in the middle of nowhere just sitting there.
Wow.
It was a crazy experience for me. So yeah, that was my first time doing that. It's a lot of things that I'm experiencing because of when you're stuck in a hood mentality, you don't want to go beyond what you're comfortable with. And I'm breaking
Yeah.
those curses. I'm breaking those generational curses little by
Uh-huh.
little. Even though it may have took me a long time, but you're never too old to do something new or something that you always wanted to do.
You're right about that. You better say that. You better say that. You better say that twice. For real, man. You
I, I,
never too
I,
old.
tip, I tip off people, they be like, you too old to rap. Man, you old. I said, Snoop old.
Yeah.
Freddie old, Cody Loco, everybody old. It ain't being old, it's being relevant. If you can
Yeah.
be relevant, how are you old?
You're right about that. You're right about that. You're definitely right about that. She, you better say that twice. Come on, man. Come on, man. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna talk more to you, but let's get back in this countdown. Number six, we're gonna get in your business next. Be prepared. Don't try to shut it off. Don't try to shut it off. We're gonna get in your business. The number six song comes from Megan Thee Stallion. The song is called Mamushi, featuring Yuki Chiba. Let's get into it. Megan Thee Stallion with Mamushi on Big O's Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, that was the number five song. The number one five song is a song that you modeled your song after. That was by Kendrick Lamar. The song was called "Not Like Us." You
Exactly.
modeled your song after.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. But now it's time to get into the old school gem of the week. The old school gem of the week is one of my absolute favorites. Whenever I feel down, I just play this song. And this song is by the Sounds of Blackness. This song is called Optimistic. Let's get into it. Old school gem of the week, Sounds of Blackness with Optimistic on Big Old South 20 Countdown. Yeah, y'all, that was the old school gem of the week. You can win as long as you keep your head to the sky. Bobby head, Bobby.
Indeed,
You-
indeed, indeed, indeed.
don't act like you ain't never heard that song before. Come on, man.
I love it. I
Yeah,
love all
man.
forms of music. Believe me, as long as it makes me, it makes me think, it makes me feel good. I love it. I just don't like
Yeah,
that stuff that make you turn up and want to go kill people. I can't dig that. I can't do
I'm with
that.
you.
Make
I'm
you want
with
to go
you.
to the strip club and spend
We
all
gonna
your
be
money.
old school.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we old school. We don't believe in all that crazy stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I can't do that.
At least I hope not. At least I hope you don't. I can't speak for you.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, I don't like crazy shit.
Me either. Now it's time to get to your business. Oh
Oh,
man,
that's,
don't take it personal. I say this to everybody. What's your love life look like, man? Shout out your
uh,
boo thing. Shout out your wife. Shout everybody.
man, I shout out my boo. You know what I'm saying? My wife to be, my fiance, my queen. You know what I'm saying? The one and only. That's all. That's it. So that's my business right there when it concerned to
Yeah,
relationship matters. And I learned from past experiences, don't rattle the tree because you fuck around and get hit in the head with an apple.
you're right about that.
So
You're right
yeah,
about that. What does that saying mean to you?
to me is basically don't go looking for fruit that you ain't used to.
Ooh.
You got the fruit. You know what you're dealing with. Fruit to me is ideology, mindsets. That's what the mindset is. The fruit. So I can have a lot of different women who want me to basically be uh, uh, attracted to their physical look, their breasts, their booty, the way they smell, the way they dress, the things that they drive, the where they live, the materialistic and fleshly values. But it's nothing Because in the
You're right.
core of all that you're looking at, it's either chaos or order.
That's right.
And
That's
most
right.
9 out of 10 times, it's chaos and no
Yeah,
order.
you're right about that. Just because they fine, don't mean they got it going on, man. Mentally,
I'm
they could be,
scared.
yeah, they
You're
could be crazy like a mother
dealing with a box of rocks.
lover.
Look,
For real.
look,
I've been there, brother, so I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been there, so I know exactly. Fine to the mother lover, but you can't hold a
yeah.
conversation with them.
Hey, be talking to a box of rocks with some cute socks on.
For real. You
Hey
ain't
man,
lying
that's
about
crazy.
that. You ain't lying about that. But bro, I gotta ask you something. I always ask everybody this too. Give me a minute of advice that you would like to that you would want to give somebody who would like to be in the rap game like you, or still have longevity like you. Give me like a minute of inspiration.
Anybody trying to get in the game, know the business, which is the game. If you don't know the business, you don't know the game. You got to understand that it's 99% business and 1% creativity. If you're already creative, all you need is 1% of that to be able to knock it out the box. But that business, if you don't know the business, you're not going to do nothing but be basically a fan of something, but never a master of it. You see what I'm saying? It's all about studying, knowing what the hell you want out of what you're seeking in this music business. Do you want to be a publisher? Do you want to be a manager? Do you want to be a record label? Do you want to be an artist? You got to know for a fact what you want to do. If you want to be an artist, you got to know what genre you want to be in. You got to know the genre you want to be in. You got to know what websites are best to promote your music on. You got to know the business. You got to know the business. So in order to do music, you got to know music. To become a musician, you got to know the music business. And the music business is basically promotions. It's all promotion, branding and promotion. If you don't know how to brand yourself or promote yourself, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. You need to learn how to brand yourself and promote yourself. You know what I'm saying? You can use your music to go somewhere else for your books and all type of other stuff. I see people with podcasts that use their podcast to promote their music. So it's really their podcast that's making the money instead of the music. I see a lot of stuff. So, like I said, you have to know what you want out of this game and study the business behind that certain perspective that you're looking for. Gain that game, think that game, speak that game, be that game, live that game.
You're right about that. Dang, you said a mouthful right there, and you told the truth, man. You really told the truth. Wow, we need more artists like that. Who tell the truth like that. Who don't just sugarcoat stuff, man. I'm talking to you while
Yeah,
I'm
no
taking in
problem, no
everything that
problem.
you say, brother. I'm taking everything that you say in, man. That's why I'm just listening right now. You guys, let's get back to this countdown. The number four song comes from Bossman D-Lo with Shake That Ass. Let's get into it. Shake That Ass by Bossman D-Lo on Big Old Top 20 Countdown. Yeah, you guys, we did three in a row for you. We did number four with Bossman D-Lo with Shake That Ass. Number three was 21 Savage with Prove It. And number two was Jordan Adetunji with Kaylani, which is dedicated to the singer Kaylani. I like that song. But you guys, let's get to the number one song. The number one song is from Gorilla. This song is called TGIF. Let's get
Yes,
into
we
it.
do.
TGIF by Gorilla on Big Woo Top 20 Countdown. Yeah. Yeah,
Yes,
you guys.
indeed.
That was the awesome Gorilla with TGIF. Hobo, how can people get in touch with you?
Through Instagram at Hobeezy and no, Hobo the Third Eye Rider on Instagram. You can contact me through basically Instagram, Facebook, Travis Scott, the real Travis Scott on just Travis Scott on Facebook, and TikTok, Hobeezy on TikTok, Hobo the Third Eye Rider on TikTok. Just Google Hobo the Third Eye Rider. You basically get in touch with me quicker.
Okay. Okay. I want to say thank you to our guest, Hobo the Third Eye. And thank you to all the stations that are carrying us, the Block FM, who else? Kill Radio, which we reunited with, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I should have a list of all this stuff. Um, Audible, everybody who's holding. You know what? And this is our 330th show, 9 seasons. I can't believe it. We still here. Thank you all for the support. Thank you all for the love. And also, you guys, we got a question for you because we're selling, now we're selling, we're giving away copies of this book, The Poetic Celebration, 20th year. We're giving away copies. And the question is, what did he say that hobo stands for? I want you guys to give me that answer. And whoever gets the answer correctly, you will win a copy of this book for free. This is my latest book coming out November 25th. Actually, a couple of days now. Yeah, I'm excited. And if you all want to reach me, it's www.linktr.com/OLUSHEYI.banjo. This show is dedicated to my dearly departed stepfather. Also, the thought for the week is keep going and you will eventually reach your goal. And you know what? I was gonna play. We end this with a gospel song. I was gonna play somebody else's song, but since you talk about promoting your own stuff, I'll promote my song. This is the latest single called "Agape Love" from me. Let's get into it. My song, "Agape Love." May God bless you. May God keep you until we meet again.